Alright guys, today is February 28th, 2022 and this is episode number 2. So we have some seedlings that have sprouted. So the KhangSta white tie here, it had a bag on top, so it sprouted in I think 10 days. The weather has been really crazy, guys. We just had a freeze down to 23 degrees the other day, and so it was really cold in the garage. So it's expected that these plants or these seeds are gonna take a lot longer than usual because the weather is just too cold. So if the weather is perfect, if you have weather in 85 degrees in here, they will sprout like in 5 to 7 days. But it's fine. So we have one here, so a few more should sprout up very soon, and then there's some right there, and then the rest are just still waiting to sprout. And then I have my Armenian cucumbers, some vegetables over here. These are wasabi, arugula, and miner's lettuce, and sweet peas here for my daughter because she wanted to grow flowers. And then the rest are just still trying to come out, but they will come out. The weather's getting pretty good right now. So notice there is no fungus gnats, guys. That is the main reason why I suggest using the soil that I mentioned in the last video. Look at that, there's no fungus gnats, but they will come because I'm overwintering some plants in the garage right outside this tent, and so I always close the door. But if one accidentally get in here, I'm gonna get a ton of fungus gnats, but it's okay. They won't stay here long, and it's almost March, so the weather is gonna start to warm up, so they're gonna grow very fast. And then by the end of March, I may take them outside. So yeah, I mean, no fungus gnats is good news. So keep them out as long as possible. Okay, so let's go inside, and I will show you a few other plants that I'm growing in the area garden. Well, before we go, I'm show you another plant. Okay, here is one of my crosses that I grew in a water bottle mini container, and then I wanted this guy to grow much larger, so I put it in a 5-gallon. And these are the vegetable that I was supposed to harvest, and I just have too many, so I didn't harvest these. Look at these, they're just way too old, and yeah, I couldn't eat them all. I just grow too many, and I couldn't give it to anybody because we were sick. So anyway, let's go inside and I will show you the other plants that I've been working on. Alright guys, here is my indoor plant grown in the aero garden. This is the KhangSta Queenie, the sweet version. And this is a few more plants that I am starting. This is the Super Pequins, and I have the white tie right here. Man, the white tie has been producing like crazy. I've had peppers probably all through winter because of that. I chopped it back and it grew back again. There's a video that I've done on it already, so make sure to check it out. And then the last plant, this is a StarrLing. Look at all these pods right here, guys. I couldn't eat them all, so they're ripening up. So yeah, those are all of the plants that I have indoors. Okay, today is March 14th, 2022, and we are making good progress. We have lots of plants that have sprouted, and we also have lots that have not sprouted. So the ones that have not sprouted are basically extra ones that I started just in case. They're very old seeds. I think some of them are over 2 years old, and it's expected that they may take longer or may not sprout at all. But the ones that I collected seeds for last season, they sprouted within 2 weeks or less. These here sprouted pretty fast, and those over there sprouted pretty fast. You see how big they are already. And basically all of the seeds that I started that I really want this year, they all have come up right there. You see them? So yeah, everything is looking great. And then my miner's lettuce and the wasabi arugula, it was getting too big, so I took it outside, so that's why they're no longer here. Armenian cucumbers, I'm gonna save them here for another week just in case, because I really wanted to grow these guys and I want to make sure that our crazy weather is just not getting crazy again. We just got a hail today, and then a week ago we had freezing temperature that killed almost everything again. So we had 2 freezes this year, guys. I think, is it 2 or 3? Yeah, it is bad. So that's the reason why the cucumbers are still here, and my sweet peas are doing great. So everything is doing fine. Right now, there's really not much you need to do because the plants are very young. But if you're using like seed starting mix and you want to give them a little boost, this is a good time to do that. You can give it a little bit of feeding, not too much because they're very young. You just give them a little boost, and they should, use just that little bit to keep going. If you're unsure what fertilizer to use and you're unsure of how much to use, I would recommend using this. And the reason for this is a slow release fertilizer. And what that means is it slow releases fertilizer so that you don't, burn your plant. So, you see here, I put a few pebbles in there, just a few, not too much. And, sprinkle it around, don't let it touch the little seedlings. Just put, like 1 or 2, around 6 pebbles or 6 to 10 pebbles in these pots like this. And about, 3 to 5 pebbles in stuff like that, and that's all you need. So that's usually what I do if I want to give my plants a little boost, because the soil that I use, their seed starting mix, they really don't have that much nutrients in there. So that's the reason why I give them a little boost before I take them outside. So yeah, if you guys want to use it, that's what I would recommend. They're very easy. You just put them in there, push them down a little bit so that they can stay under the soil. When they make contact with the water, they release a little bit of the fertilizer so that the plants can use it. And you see, I put a few in my Armenian cucumbers there. And that is it, guys. So I think within another month, I will be able to take these guys outside, or maybe even sooner. So we'll follow up in the next episode, and then I'll show you what I do next. So I hope you enjoy the second episode so far.